Some people in the Bible shouldn't exist, at least not by human standards. If God played by our rules, these names would have been erased, forgotten, disqualified. But grace doesn't play by the rules. Mercy doesn't follow logic. And destiny? It's born in the most unexpected places. Stick with me till the end, because number 7 is the most shocking of all. God made sure they did. Ishmael, the son from the wrong decision. He was born from a mistake, a moment of doubt in God's promise. Abraham and Sarah took matters into their own hands, and Ishmael was the result. He shouldn't have existed, but God showed up in the desert, spoke to his mother, promised him a future, and from Ishmael came a nation. Even your worst decision can't stop God's mercy. Rahab, the outcast who opened the door. She lived in the red light district of Jericho, a woman with a stained reputation. She shouldn't have existed in a holy story, but when the spies came, she hid them, protected them, believed in their God, and because of that, God gave her more than survival. He gave her legacy. She became the great-great-grandmother of Jesus. Your past doesn't disqualify your purpose. Ruth, the foreigner with no future. She was a Moabite, a widow, poor, outsider, enemy. She had nothing except loyalty. And that loyalty led her to Boaz, to Bethlehem, to destiny. Ruth shouldn't have existed in the bloodline of the Messiah, but God doesn't care where you're from, only where you're going. He sees your loyalty and writes your legacy. Mephibosheth, the broken prince. He was dropped as a child, crippled, forgotten. The grandson of Saul, David's enemy. He lived in a place called Lo-Debar, a place of nothing. He shouldn't have had a seat at the king's table, but David said, "Bring him here." And grace restored what life tried to steal. Even in the shadows, grace finds you. Mary Magdalene, the demonized woman. 7 demons, 7 torments, 1 shattered life. She shouldn't have been anywhere near Jesus, but he didn't cast her away. He cast out her demons. And when he rose from the dead, she was the first one he appeared to. From darkest night to first light. That's what grace does. Onesimus, the runaway slave. He ran away, broke the law, was considered worthless. But he met Paul, he met the gospel, and he became more than a slave. He became a brother. Paul wrote a letter, and history was rewritten. Later, Onesimus would become a bishop in the early church. You are not your past, you are who God says you are. Then the last person is you, the 21st century believer. Now here's the twist. Maybe you feel like you shouldn't exist, too messed up, too broken, too far gone. But God's been writing stories like yours since the beginning. If he used Ishmael, Rahab, Ruth, and Mephibosheth, he can use you. You're not a mistake, you're a miracle in motion. If this video hit your heart, don't keep it to yourself. Like, share, subscribe. Let someone else know. They may feel like they shouldn't exist, but God made sure they did.